Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Highly Suspicious Podcast with Louie and Preston. My name is Louie.
My name is Preston.
We are reporting once again live from the Trap House. We got a couple of guests on today. Pierce.
Hello. Good job.
Caroline.
Hey, y'all.
Good job.
Alright, so today what I want to talk about, I have a bunch of things we can talk about, but this is kind of what I want
He's
to
a busy
front load
man.
the show with.
He's ready.
His mind's always turning.
He really do be thinking about the podcast all the time. I do too, I get it. He's on the hunt for content.
Would you say
So-
he's a content creator?
Yes. He's the behind the scenes.
So,
Influencer?
You create content, bro?
He said I need to cool off.
So, this is the headline that was probably the most controversial this week. I saw a lot of bad takes on this, so I wanted to bring it up. The New York Post posted that a 7-year-old Louisiana girl mauled to death in yard by neighbor's pit bull. If you all don't know about pit bulls, people have always kind of had this opinion that pit bulls are just these evil fucking creatures. So this is really just feeding a fire that was already there. It wasn't just like overnight, people started saying shit like this. But a lot of people, like this dickhead Matt Walsh, say that pit bulls should be banned, and there's no sane argument to the contrary. They are dangerous animals responsible for a vastly disproportionate number of fatal maulings in this country. The fact that you think that their keep does not outweigh the danger, ban them. This is something I see a lot, where people try to use big words in an argument or a tweet, and they try to make that justify what the fuck that they're actually saying. But this shit just makes me sick to my stomach, bro. Like, leave pit bulls alone. Do y'all think that
I think it depends on
there's
your
any
experience.
validity in
How
this?
many other people get mauled by other dogs, though, like all the time? And just don't
There-
get
Are we gonna
reported?
start banning sharks because they kill people?
Well,
Yeah.
sharks are wild animals, We don't
Dogs
keep them
are
as
wild
pets.
animals.
Yeah, but they don't
They're
sell,
domesticated.
But they don't sell sharks, though.
Well,
True, but
You couldn't
depends on who
get...
you know.
domesticated animals are still animals.
I
at the
don't
end
know
of the
anybody
day.
that sells sharks.
Yeah, you couldn't get mauled by a shark in your neighbor's yard.
You
by
could
your
get mauled
neighbor's
by
shark.
a coyote
Your neighbor's
or a
shark.
wolf.
Those are wild animals too, though.
But there are like rules. You don't like approach
Yeah.
an animal. You don't provoke it. Like
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just think that it's not a great comparison.
Louis, I get where
Okay.
you're coming from. It's a complex subject because technically it's like, think about where pit bulls usually are, like what end of town. And so at a certain point, it's like more about being a responsible dog owner
Absolutely.
and shit like that. Because that's the breed that's like trained to fight in certain areas. And it's 100% to do with how you treat your dog.
Yeah, you
Any
know-
dog
Yes.
that's abused like that is going to
Yeah.
attack anything it fucking
You
Yes.
you have to know what you're getting into when you get a pit bull too, bro.
Yeah.
well, a lot.
If you
It's a
know,
big dog. It's an
they're
energetic
naturally
dog.
aggressive. That
Most
is a make.
big
you
dogs
can-
are energetic.
I don't think they're naturally aggressive.
I don't think that
a
either.
lot of pit bulls that are in
They're
foster
very
homes.
attached. Some breeds
Yeah.
get really attached
Yeah.
Caroline?
and protective.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I have been a foster parent with the Humane Society and a dog sitter professionally, and in my experience, I've learned that most animals, pit bulls specifically, that are given up because they're not aggressive,
Mhm.
because they won't fight. So some of the dogs that I foster that are pit bulls have like scratches on them,
Mm-hmm.
and that tells me that they've been fought. And also you can tell if they've been in a dog fighting system if their ears are clipped or their tails are cut off, because that's like a thing they do cosmetically.
Also
And-
for fighting.
yeah, and it's like this whole thing, but like I think that any animal that you chain up in your backyard and hit physically and don't feed and abuse, of course they're gonna hate people.
Yeah. So, you had 3 foster pit bulls, right? 3 or 4?
I've dog sat like 4 pit bulls, and I've fostered 2 or 3.
So,
They all pretty chill.
and all the foster ones were pretty traumatized, right? All of them had a lot of
Yeah.
fucking problems. Like, I remember the first one she had when we were at her old apartment. That dog was just not fucking with other people like that. Not even like, you know, it was trying to attack other people, but it was just like, it was scared of people. It was
super skittish.
fucked up.
You treat a dog with love, it'll be chill, bro.
Yeah.
And what you all were saying earlier about the owner, that's the number one thing I hear from every pit bull owner. It's the fucking owner, not the fucking dogs. If you train your dog,
Facts.
even if you don't train your dog, if you
Socialize.
treat them with love and, you know, teach them, you know, to be friendly around other animals, then there shouldn't be a problem. I don't think that they're just naturally aggressive, because I think at a certain point it becomes like a cycle that perpetuates itself, that, you know, people think that pit bulls are these dangerous animals, so no one else will want them, keep them, take care of them, except for people that want to fight them. So at a certain point it just becomes this circular thing that's fucked up, and we're blaming them for that. We're blaming the pit bulls for the situations that they're put in.
You can't blame a pit bull for being strong.
Yeah.
They're
they're naturally strong.
mauling. That's what I think.
They're naturally
I think that's
strong.
what part of it is that when they do maul, all dogs maul people, bro.
Yeah.
When they do,
Every dog
Except for
can bite.
Chihuahuas.
when they when they do, they probably just fuck them up more, just because they're.
Yeah.
They have a big jaw.
Pit bulls are
they
strong,
like lock
man.
down, basically.
Yeah.
That's why their bite's really bad, because they basically just
I'm not gonna victim blame
Drag
a
you
7-year-old girl, obviously.
Yeah.
But like,
because that does
it's just
happen.
in situations like that, like you just have to wonder, like, what happened? Was it just like out of the blue?
Was it just she was out
Random?
playing and the fucking pit bull was looking
Just
for
pulled
blood?
up,
Yeah.
I doubt
Or
it,
did
but it's
she
possible.
like walk up and
Not
mess with the pit bull and it
because
just didn't
kids
know?
don't know how to interact with
Yeah.
a dog properly sometimes. It's not something everybody teaches their kid.
That's
you
a nuance.
cannot just walk up to an animal and like grab its face or whatever. You gotta let them check you out first.
That's been a nuanced part of the discourse recently, that people are saying that kids should learn to treat animals like that with respect, because you never know when one's gonna spaz the fuck out.
Just as a safety thing, honestly.
You know, because we teach kids fucking, you know, all the basic other shit about safety with humans, like don't get into the guy's van
Don't
who's
talk to
looking for his
strangers.
lost puppy and telling you that there's free candy. We tell them that, but for some reason we can't tell them not to fuck with dogs that are just
That
the
you
same
don't
size
know.
as you, that could fucking kill you if they wanted to. Just because they are domesticated, like Caroline said, they are still fucking animals, and they could do anything. And so, that disproportionate shit that bro is talking about, that's based on some human shit. I don't think that's... I think that's entirely based on human shit. I don't think that's based on the dogs at all. Another thing about that, I think a lot of people overlooking what it actually means to ban pit bulls.
How does that even function? Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like Republicans always talk about how the Democrats are idealists and they don't think anything in practice, and they just have their head in the clouds trying to make this utopian society. But when we hear shit like this from Republicans, it's like, how would a ban on pit bulls even work? How would that even make sense? How would that actually function? Are you saying that we just have to fucking kill off all the pit bulls that are already alive and in American households? Or that we just had to give them away and put them in some, I don't know. It's fucking...
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you actually implying here? What are we talking about?
I think they're talking about banning, like, breeders selling them. I think that's what they're trying to do.
But the thing about that is it's like the gun control thing where there's all the pit bulls already in circulation, and
Also, it's dogs, so they can... It's like if guns had legs, it could just run away.
and can fucking make more guns. Exactly.
Is dog fighting illegal?
Dogfighting is illegal. So.
Maybe they should just focus on trying to crack down on that.
Yeah, dogfighting.
That would attack the root of the problem.
That is the root of the problem. It's that people pick them for their size and, you know, how strong they are. And
like,
they
reputation
breed them
and-
for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are, like, apartments that don't allow you to have, like, bully breeds or whatever, like German Shepherds and Pit Bulls and whatever. And that's just ridiculous.
That's bullshit.
Bully
It is
breed.
bullshit.
It's just like a specific breed of dog that people think are aggressive.
Just imagine your landlord telling you, fuck your dog, like to your face. Because they don't care how long you've had that dog, anything like that.
They don't care if he's
what your
trained.
situation
They don't care if he's a good dog.
Right. They're just like, fuck your dog, get rid of it, or don't live here.
Caroline said it perfectly, and I'm going to quote her. This shit is literally like doggy racism. This shit is literally like racism applied to dogs because we're literally having to say.
I hope I
shit.
don't get canceled for that.
We've already said some questionable shit before. I mean,
You literally have to make like the same arguments you make against racists, where like, because racists love to be like, well, this one black guy fucking kills people and referencing specific black people, and you have to make the obvious point that like not every black person is just a killer. You can't just correlate the two.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with pit bulls, where you can't just say that fucking pit bulls are just, you know, these fucking killing machines because because this is the situation. One pit bull killed the one little girl, and that's fucked up, and that's sad that a fucking little girl is dead now. But for people to respond to that and be like, this is why pit bulls should be banned, that's like if a black person killed a white woman and they're like, this is why we should ban black people.
It's not good logic.
Yeah.
It is not good logic.
It's stupid. It doesn't make any fucking
it's
sense.
actually insane. Yeah.
Because, I mean, what they're doing with the argument is they're acting like pit bulls are animals with their own free will that choose to be fucking aggressive as shit.
Yeah.
But they also want to have it both ways in the sense that
also, like,
there are individual pit bulls. There are individual dogs that aren't like that.
There are other big dogs that could equally fuck somebody up, but they are not on the list of dogs
Yeah.
Right.
that you can't fucking have. Also, how many people do you know have had a big dog like that and lied about the breed on some paperwork?
Yeah.
You know?
It's what you gotta do when you're
You
fucking
call your pit bull a
harboring a
lab and
fugitive.
you're like, no, they're just a little lab mutt. They're fine.
Just a big ass
You
pit
could
bull.
still
He's a lab.
own. You could
He's a
definitely
lab.
still own a pit bull because it'd still be legal to adopt, probably through like a rescue. You know.
But that's kind of what I was saying. Like, what the fuck are we actually talking about when we're talking about banning pit bulls? It doesn't make any sense. I think that they're trying to drum up controversy and attention and using the emotional aspect of a little girl dying, getting killed by something to kind of make pit bulls the boogeyman without actually having like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what because banning pit bulls solves nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like the whole slippery slope thing where it's like, okay, a German Shepherd could kill a fucking kid. Are we banning German Shepherds? Probably not, because police use them and people love German Shepherds and, you know, they're good dogs, just like fucking pit bulls are good dogs.
I bet German Shepherds kill more people.
The police ones, maybe.
Yeah, any dog can be trained to be aggressive. Just like any dog can be
Dogs
trained to
are
be
just-
nice.
dogs
You just
are
have
just
to fucking
dope.
know.
Yeah.
Dogs are dope. Dogs
I
are
love
very
dogs.
helpful, bro.
Like
Yeah.
we said earlier, if you treat your dog like a little baby, they'll be a little baby.
Yeah.
It's a traumatic
that's it.
event
Yeah.
that's isolated.
They deserve it.
And it's just amplified through media attention.
Yeah.
Dogs are too good for us. Long story short.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they are wild animals.
Yeah.
They can attack you. They may bite you, but
Just
they're,
like
they're
any
a
human
dog,
being could
you
also
know.
say, all right, today's the day. And
Kill
they
people.
They can be like,
Any human.
I have to scrap with you. There's no other solution.
Are we banning convicts because convicts are more likely to kill people than regular?
Are we banning incels because they're all fucking school shooters?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what my mom was telling me, that the fucking Idaho guy was like a incel, and she was like, "Do you know what that is?" I was like, "Oh my god."
I'm not
Yes,
gonna
Mom,
lie.
I know what it
I'm
is.
not gonna lie.
Anytime you hear a child being mauled to death by a dog, you already know it's a pit bull without checking the details.
I hate that.
How?
That's
how?
Yeah.
How does that prove your point at all?
Who the fuck is
'Cause-
getting pit bull news though, bro?
'Cause-
Who's really like checked
Well-
up on the numbers of which dog has been?
Well, that's
Incels.
exactly right, because I guarantee you that they don't research this.
I have
so,
no idea what
Some
those are.
some
So-
real alpha males.
so people with followings can say shit like that, and you're not gonna Google it, you're not gonna look it up, you're not gonna cross-reference what the fuck that they're saying, so you're just gonna go with it. You're gonna be like, yes, every mauling done of humans by a dog is done by pit bulls, even though that is so wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong on multiple levels.
That's a crazy statement.
Speaking of animals,
Nice.
there has been an interesting development in the Dallas Zoo the other day. They tweeted that the zoo is closed today due to a serious situation. Now,
What the fuck
Wow.
does that mean?
your imagination
Love
immediately
that.
runs wild with that because I just love statements like that.
All
where,
the snakes got that.
So they say, we have an ongoing situation at the zoo right now with the code blue that a non-dangerous animal is out of its habitat. One of our clouded leopards was not in its habitat when the team arrived this morning and has not been accounted for at this time.
Oh, God.
If they
How the fuck is
listen,
a leopard
listen,
not a dangerous
listen.
animal?
Look at what is it? What leopard?
Clouded leopard,
Look it up.
How
I wonder
did
if
they
that's different
lose
from,
a
like-
leopard?
Maybe it's not what you think it is.
like a little ocelot type of thing.
Yeah.
So, some of the handlers for these big cats and shit, this used to be my dream job as a kid. I was just a fucking nerd at the zoo.
What you wanted? Oh, you wanted. Okay.
Be like an animal handler at the zoo.
Okay.
Because some of them, they're like best friends with those animals. Those animals know them and are like, that's my guy. He feeds me, he rubs my belly, I fuck with him.
See,
And you just have to know how to interact with big
I
animals.
still feel like the
that.
overall purpose of a zoo is kind of pointless, though.
It is.
zoos just
like-
have me feeling
Unless it's just as like
conflicted.
a
Yeah.
conservation thing.
I
They,
know
they
that's
are
good.
very good from the conservation standpoint, but at the same time, some of their enclosures are not
No,
adequate.
they're not quality.
Yeah.
What if
that is true.
what if every university had like a zoo and it was just a conservation effort?
I mean,
That'd be
cool.
an ideal world.
They've
I wouldn't feel
they've
guilty.
bred animals in captivity and brought them back from extinction, which is great.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay,
I mean-
so Pierce killed that topic. It is
probably-
definitely like an ocelot. It's
Can
definitely
I
a
see
smaller cat. I looked up like the weight of it, and they could only get like 50 pounds.
So that can still
it's-
fuck you
that's-
up,
yeah.
though.
I'm thinking
A
about that.
50-pound cat that could
It
fuck you
could.
up.
Here, you're just gonna have to look.
It's
it
not
up.
gonna
I'm
be like
close
a
enough.
fucking cheetah
Two
or jaguar.
momos.
That'd be funny if it was a clown.
How big's a normal leopard?
Bigger than fucking 50 pounds.
Yeah, 100-some pounds.
Look it up. I want to know.
Weight of a leopard.
That's my band
Aw,
name.
it's adorable.
Okay,
Little cat.
only 68 pounds, so it's not that far off.
Look
So
at the
fuck's your luck, though?
eyes. Look
Yeah.
how cute it is.
That would hurt if it bit you.
It looks
Could.
like a baby leopard.
My cat hurt.
It's gonna get a bite
Yeah,
in.
sometimes.
You're
It's, gonna
just-
get, it's not gonna kill
It's
you.
fine.
It's gonna get a bite in though.
Yeah.
yeah, you're laughing at it now until
could
That
it
looks
guts
pretty
you
fucking
from
big.
mouth
It's-
to taint.
It's
Look
half
how big
your
that
weight.
is.
You could beat it.
Yeah, that would be
That's,
scary.
That's
Yeah.
the conclusion,
I think
honestly.
that thing could kill you.
Imagine if that thing was running at
You have to be asleep though.
I'm a 6'2" man.
You can
I don't
fuck
think
up,
that
bro.
that thing could
You-
kill me.
I'm
That's
not
how
a-
I
if you
feel.
just didn't let it get to your
If
neck,
I
you
was
could fuck
short,
up.
I'd be
Pierce-
scared.
It's kind of adorable.
Pierce, I'm not a kickboxer. I don't know if I
I
could
know-
take a leopard
I
like
love
that
when
that's
people are
faster
like,
than me and
"This big
sharper
cat
than me
is
in all levels.
So
Well, to be honest, I don't
cute,
think
and I'm just
kickboxing
like, bro,
applies to
that thing
this.
would
Oh
kill
god,
you.
look at its fucking mouth.
Yo, show them its teeth real quick before we move on. You
That
think
would
you can
fuck
beat that
Whoa.
thing?
But they would try to kill you while you're sleeping though. I feel like they wouldn't just upright
More
attack
like
you
that.
because they know they would get fucked up.
Well, yeah. Did you know that
Most
humans
animals are
sleep
more
at
scared
night
of you
because
than
there's like
You are of them.
animals that hunt
But,
at night? So it's
yeah.
like preservation
Yeah.
thing.
He's also crawling around in the zoo. He's in bite mode. He's in
Cat-
scared.
He's in bite mode, I
He's in
agree.
fight mode.
Cats like that, though, they, like you said, they do go for the jugular.
Dude.
God.
They're
They do.
if they try to just like scratch you to death, like they wouldn't kill anything. They have to
No.
go for the kill blow if they actually want to eat ever. That's kind of what they have to do.
Imagine if you stepped out of your room and it was just the zoo. Just randomly.
It sounds like a children's book.
You'd be tripping.
That's a butted ass thought.
Yeah, I used to want to be like a vet, but then I was like, have to put animals down. I don't.
That
think I
would
can
be
do that.
whack.
Okay, I just remembered something else.
Brain blast.
Because we're talking about these dangerous animals, and Caroline brought something to my attention the other day, and it was like a tweet, and it was like, would you rather be trapped in a mall for 24 hours with 5 black mambas, or a big ass silverback gorilla? Now, I'd like to go around the room and I'd like your all's answers and I'd like reasoning for why you would think that. Preston, would you like to start us off?
Go. Gorilla.
Gorilla
Gorilla feels safe. One thing, easier to hide from.
You said a gorilla or what?
or 5 black mamba snakes?
Also, I think
Five
what you
black
have
mamba
to do
snakes, run
if
away.
a gorilla's like trying to square up with you is play dead.
Run away.
I'd play with
You
the
can
gorilla.
run away from snakes.
I'd be
How
like,
is
hey
this, how is this
cousin.
going down?
You're trapped in a mall though. You're
Trapped in a mall.
There's plenty of places
it's a
to hide
big
in the
space.
Boy, I would much
you
rather
gonna
have
say
5
the-
snakes
the
coming for me
reply
than one
tweet?
gorilla.
The reply tweet is like, are they mad at me or are they just at the mall too?
Are they just shopping with me?
I would
Sorry.
if you think you could run away from a fucking snake, you can definitely run away from a silverback gorilla, Pierce. I am not. I'm
Nah.
not
Are
nearly.
they aggressive?
You can't compare the two. I guarantee you a gorilla is way faster than a snake.
How many? Okay, it becomes a
Well,
mathematical
that's
problem
true.
at some point.
You could see it from a million miles away. That's the thing, though.
True. Very
if,
true.
If you try to lock yourself up somewhere or hide somewhere, there's 5 of those snakes going around.
They could be
You
anywhere.
could not see that thing until it's
They
right
could be
under you,
fucking
and it could
anywhere.
bite you, and there would be nothing you could do about it. It would fucking kill you. But with a gorilla, you could see that mug. You could see that mug from across the mall.
I like gorillas. I think
Bro,
they're
that would
friendly.
be scary.
I think
If
I could
it is
be
a fight,
befriended.
Would
So-
you?
Yeah.
Would you? Okay, but
I
would
feel
you?
that.
Okay.
Okay, the gorilla's
would-
going to kill you.
Yeah,
100%.
What?
I'm gonna clarify this.
Why
So-
would it kill you?
You might
They're
survive
omnivores.
a scrap with
I mean,
a
No.
snake,
No,
but
so
if you fight the gorilla, you
So
are
I'm gonna
dead.
clarify this for the sake of the argument. Both the snakes and the gorilla would be pissed at you because they're in a
Okay, if
foreign
they're just trying to
environment.
scrap-
They are not fucking with where they're at. Imagine a silverback gorilla is like airdropped into this mall. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They see you the first thing moving. That gorilla's fucking hungry, bro. He's gonna fuck you up.
They
So I
don't-
just wanted to clarify
that.
that.
Doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about?
How does that not make any
But
sense?
what if there's a
Preston?
salad
He's
place
not gonna
in the
eat
mall and then he wants a salad?
Forget that I said that.
He would definitely eat. Yeah, he definitely.
He's
eat
in a
chips
foreign.
before he ate.
He's in a foreign
You would
environment.
definitely sniff out the food court.
He's in a foreign environment
Like
and
a
he's
monkey.
aggro.
He'd go
Yeah,
to the
That's the
smooth-
situation.
Yeah.
Okay,
The-
but
you cannot be friends
Would
with the
you rather
silverback
live-
gorilla.
I would
Okay,
give
tell
him a
you die
smoothie
with
and then
it.
we would be friends.
This is what you're saying.
You
though.
can't be friends. That's the
So
scenario.
you're trapped in a mall. You can never leave, right?
No,
It's
24 hours.
Okay.
24 hours.
So would you rather live the rest of your life with a gorilla or 5 cobra snakes?
Rest of your life?
One gorilla versus 5 snakes?
I'm taking those snakes every time.
No.
I definitely think I'll
Dude.
last longer with the snakes than with the gorilla.
Dude,
Bruh, you would not get good sleep for the rest of your life if
Boy,
you had the
trying to
snake
tell me
going
you
around.
You wouldn't be able to figure something out that keep the snakes away from where you're sleeping?
It's
you
not.
would put
They can climb.
whatever, but
Bro, you just like...
The snakes could get
you
into
would make
anywhere.
something... Bro, you can make something like keep the snake out. Of, like,
No, they could get through the vent or something.
Yeah, a
The
snake could
gorilla
get
you
through
can keep
anywhere.
out.
But also, like, if it was you versus those animals, you would just have to kill one gorilla and you'd
Yep.
be able to take a sigh
But
of
you're
relief.
not
Also-
gonna kill it, bro.
also,
How would you kill
listen,
a gorilla?
bigger
Do
target.
you have a gun?
I'm sure there's pointy shit at the
I-
mall.
Yeah, I bet.
exactly.
I would use
They
the.
have those hangers things.
If you don't have a
where you
gun,
can
you're not
reach up.
beating a gorilla. There's no way.
You would just
I
have to
think
use
you're
your
wrong.
environment. I think you're-
Just straight up.
What's that thing where you can get stuff
listen,
off the top
flashlight,
shelf?
blind it, stab, done.
You would just have to do some Home Alone shit.
You
You would
could
just have to
say-
set up some traps.
Hey, man,
you would
you
have
could
Or
to.
just-
even
sneaky.
set a
You
trap.
could
Yeah.
be sneaky.
Keep it.
Do you? What are the odds the gorilla and you just like split territories, bro?
Just
And
Yeah,
you,
like he
just-
has the East Wing.
What
I
are the
get
odds that
Gorilla
gorilla
knows
comes to like
sign
a
language
weird
now.
understanding that like that's his territory, this is my territory? What if that happens?
You just
We
draw
can-
the line in the sand with them, and you're like, "That your side, this my side."
You
We can
cross this line, I'm gonna
coexist.
beat you up.
I'm starting to imagine like a plan of the ape that you're in there with that is intelligent and can speak, but
But
it
he's
fucking
also
hates humans.
mad.
Wait, what if I take him to like Forever 21 and help him try on clothes and we become besties?
It's possible.
Bonding montage.
Going shopping in the mall.
Yes.
That's kind of what happened in Life of Pi. He was on the raft with the tiger, and then he
And
kind of
yeah,
became friends
they did
with
say
it.
your side, my side.
No, that thing would kill you, 100%. Would not just live there with you.
Yeah.
But he was like already like been around humans though, right? The tiger.
Uh-huh.
Sort of.
Isn't he
Yeah.
a circus tiger?
Or like a
It
zoo
was a
tiger,
zoo.
I think.
I don't know.
Good
I
movie.
still don't even.
Good
know.
movie.
Great book.
I haven't read the
I'd
book.
rather
I'm a real
be
man, but
with a gorilla than a tiger.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is completely devolving.
Anyway.
I agree with that.
Anyway.
Musical intermission time.
Yeah, it's music.
I think that's our cue.
When she come back, she brush her teeth, but I can still smell it on her raggedy teeth, and I can taste it on her lips when we kissed. Poor little Riddy used to always quit, but she never really quits. She just says she did.
That was Cigarettes Out the Window by TV Girl.
What do you like about that song?
I really like the beat, the sample. Not sure what it's from, but I just think it's cool.
Like the
that's-
vocal sample
No, like
or the actual instrumental?
the instrumental.
That's not real instruments.
Sounds like a sample to me.
Okay. I don't know their music, so it could be a sample. I just don't know. It kind of sounds like a indie band or something. Like they're
They
playing
have that
real
other
instruments.
song, Lovers Rock, and that's a sample. You'd know it if you heard it.
Okay.
And I just like the rhythm.
Yep, just gets you going.
Yeah.
So
Good song, just gets you going.
I really like how it sounds too. But is she talking about, or is he talking about like being addicted to cigarettes? Kind of in the first verse that she was trying to quit, but she was kind of like hiding it from. Like she would disappear, is what it sounded like. She would disappear, and then she would come back and brush her teeth, and she couldn't hide it. Do you think she was actually talking about cigarettes,
Yeah.
or was she talking about
Is it metaphor?
something else that
Smoking
was
cigarettes?
bad for? Something else that might make her lips taste bad when you kissed her.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking, but
I didn't.
you know, I gotta,
I wasn't listening to what she was saying.
because you motherfuckers were talking.
I still heard the song though.
It sounded really good though. I really like the instrumental.
Yeah,
if
Sonic
it was a
is solid.
sample, it was a cool sample.
Mhm.
And there were kind of like vocal samples intermittently in there that sounded really cool. I like when vocal samples are used like in a unique way like that. Like sometimes, you know, you just do like a basic ass vocal sample for like a loop or something like that.
Mhm.
But I like when you like fuck with the vocals and distort it and maybe use it in tandem with another sample or something else. I love shit like that. Because it's easy to just have like
Throw a
a
sample
good
in
sounding
there,
vocal
yeah.
sample and then just put some like, I don't know, hi-hats over it or something.
Yeah.
But that's almost lazy. That was a cool way they did it in that song.
It's a sample from Gaz's Sing Sing.
So it was a sample. Okay, cool.
Should we hear the sample?
Huh.
It samples this.
They must have like slowed it down a
Yeah,
lot.
this shit's
That
pretty,
must have
this
been
shit's
what they
pretty
did.
fire though too.
Do you think that's what they did? Slowed it down?
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
to me they don't even sound related. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nothing like that.
That's cool though. I like it when they do that shit though.
That's
Yeah.
basically like a disco song.
Yeah.
They sampled a disco song. That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
That's kind of what I was talking about, like using samples in different ways. Like they could have easily done like that. They could have sampled that and kept it like exactly the same, and
It
it
just
would have
would've
been
been a
good.
different
It
song.
would have been fire. But because they fucked with it, because they made it something new, it's even better. You can look at the sample and be like, yeah, that's fucking dope. Pierce, as a producer, you've kind of talked about how lazy sampling can be sometimes.
Yeah, bro. I hate that shit.
Because I do hate when old heads are like, sampling is stupid, you're just stealing shit from other people and doing shitty little
Yeah.
rap verses on it.
That's not
Well,
even
rap's
valid.
always rap's
Sometimes
based
that
off
is the
samples
case.
though.
yeah.
But
Depends on
sometimes
your
it genuinely is
That-
repurposing it.
So that's kind of what I was saying, you know. It's a little more nuanced than just all sampling just being ripped from something or all sampling being unique and cool and done in a dope way, because one of my biggest pet peeves with sampling is like when people sample like a classic rock song or something that everyone already knows.
I know. I know
That's just
exactly
a
what
bad
song.
idea.
I know exactly what song you're thinking of when you say this too.
And they just and they just interpolate like the exact same thing.
Glamorous by Jack Harlow.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm just joking.
Oh, wait, but Jack Harlow, when he did it with
First Class.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was bad, bro. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
pretty
nah.
pretty unoriginal,
Yeah.
pretty reductive.
I don't care. I think that's probably what the biggest song.
It was one of the biggest songs last year.
Yeah. Which is
That might be one of the
just
biggest.
whack.
That's what behind maybe what's poppin', his biggest song.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because it's multi-platinum now, I think.
Absolute miss.
We've
He's
talked
so-
about this before on the
Yeah.
podcast. I'm
He's
sure.
so-
Because
Jack
Carl was
Harlow.
saying that it was so bad. I
Jack
think you all
Harlow's
are kind
songs-
of...
Jack Harlow's worst songs always do the best. I don't understand it.
It is actually wild.
He has good music,
He
but
does.
it's not his hits. Like I don't understand it.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of why people slander him so much, because
Mhm.
They
people hear
hear
the
it,
hits
yeah.
and they're like, all his music is this bad. And it's like, well, you don't listen to his other shit.
Yeah, I think
But I
He's
I
just
give
more
him some
famous.
leeway because, I mean, for one, he doesn't choose what becomes a hit. He doesn't,
Facts.
like,
Yeah.
he wasn't like, okay, First Class, I'm gonna make this as a diamond single. But a lot of people's, like, even artists that I fuck with, a lot of their, like, mainstream hits are kind of a lot of their more music. It's not usually their best song is their biggest song.
yeah.
With almost anyone I listen to,
But
that's
I
the
mean,
case.
I don't know. A good artist, good songs that everyone likes are fire because they're fire. Sometimes those are the best songs, bro.
I think
But, like-
depending on what kind of music you're producing, it's more likely that something that the studio is loving is gonna
There's
be
kind
what
of-
is really promoted.
Yeah.
Shit, like, you could look at almost any Kanye hit and say that all the deep cuts on those albums are significantly better than any of the hits.
Fair.
Almost any of the Kanye hits. It's true. I love, like, all the Kendrick hits, but we're not gonna sit here and act like
Every single one of them
Humble's one of his best songs, or that, I don't know, what's another example?
I don't.
Well, I like that.
I mean,
Y'all
that-
taught me about
Good Kid, Mad City though.
what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick
every-
sampling Beach House.
Yeah.
That is an example of an original way of sampling.
Yeah.
He put it backwards, and it's like almost unrecognizable, but it's fire.
Yeah. Kendrick's just like that.
He's just like
But I
that.
mean, but Good Kid, look what I was saying about Good Kid, Mad City though is it's a hit. It's one of his biggest songs, one of the biggest songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's fucking absolutely fire. You know what I'm saying?
But it's more the exception than the rule.
Yeah.
In my
do we
opinion.
Yeah.
do we have to say again that
Because
Kendrick? Not
look
everybody
at Jack
can be
Harlow.
Kendrick.
Look at Jack Harlow. He's like never had that. Like a good one of his best songs be one of his hits.
I'm trying to think of other examples. Like,
Shoot, I don't know.
Steve Lacy.
yeah.
That's a great one, actually.
You could not look me dead in the eye and tell me that Bad
Static.
Habit's one of his best songs. You
There's
can't
just
tell me
no
that.
fucking
Or
way.
Static.
Stop.
Static's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's just
Both of
fucking
them.
TikTokers that listen to 5 seconds of a song. They're like, it's so good.
So deep.
That counts as a play now, bro.
Oh,
Like
what?
that's like people like count that towards their numbers. It's
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me
Like,
want to
that's-
throw up. Fuck TikTok.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
TikTok-
deleted it.
Bro, I never got it.
I
so
was
happy
never
I
like
did,
on
bro.
it. I just like would go on it occasionally to look at plant videos, but now I'm just like I have no interest.
I'm already sucked into Instagram Reels and shit. I don't need to be in anything else, bro.
Yeah.
TikTok's just gonna. I don't like TikTok, bro.
So, are we acting like Mask Off is one of Future's best songs?
It's pretty good though.
I do like Mask Off.
I was.
It's
still,
good,
I still listen to that
But
though.
I could name 100, not hyperbolically, I could name 100 Future songs that are better than that.
100.
100.
Just
You
give
know
me
how
one.
much music fucking Future has, bro?
That's
he
true.
has so much fire
Wait,
music.
just give us one then.
But that's still one of them.
Be
Top
specific.
100. Bro.
Solo.
Come on now.
Sorry.
That's
Puffin' on Zooties. 7:12 a.m. He's just got hella shit, bro. He's got hella good songs that
I
are
think-
better than his hits.
Bro, Mask Off is top 100 though. Like, come on, bro. Shut up.
Low Life is a hit too, but
It's not
Low
better
Life
than
is
Mask
definitely
Off.
better.
Better than Mask Off?
Easily.
No, bro. Low Life's not even.
It is clear of Mask Off. Caroline, what do you think?
Low Life's
I would
kinda-
have to agree.
That Low
I'm
Life's
sorry.
better?
Yes.
Lie to Me's better. Fly Shit Only is better.
What's that song he has with
Uh,
Drake?
Puffin' on Zooties is definitely better.
Toxic Kings.
That's not a song.
Solo, better.
The music video. What is it?
Solo's such a good song.
I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I like that one.
So
I like that one better too. That's a hit too.
Solo
but
was one of those songs that took a long time to blow up, I feel like.
Solo's better. Accepting My Flaws is better. Posted with Demons is better.
Accepting My Flaws. I don't even know that one.
I think we get it. Can we move on?
Yeah, we can. Because I could keep going.
What else
I
you got
know.
to talk about?
Mask Off is better than Low Life. That's all I have to say.
You can
Final
be,
thoughts.
You can be wrong, but
Pierce is going to his grave with that opinion.
why are there so many Puss in Boots movies and not one Donkey movie?
True.
You know what? I bet it's that Eddie Murphy just doesn't want to fucking do it.
It would have to be, right?
That's kind
Because-
of the only logic.
Donkey's like one of the best part of those movies, and he's the most meme
Most
part.
quoted.
People don't get out of Shrek movies fucking Puss in Boots. No one has watched a Shrek movie and be like, you know who needs their own franchise of multiple movies? Puss in Boots.
I'm not going to let you hate on Puss in Boots too much because I heard that this new one is actually like a great movie to go see high at like 11 o'clock.
I haven't seen it, so I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying that
There should be
It's
a
true.
donkey movie. I agree. At least 2 of them already.
what would a Donkey movie be?
What is Donkey's own
If,
adventure?
if this was the writer's room and we had to come up with a pitch for the Donkey movie, what would that be?
Okay, wait. I'm
Pierce
enough
isn't
of a
playing
nerd.
this game.
I'm going to really think about it.
Repeat
Donkey
that.
goes through a trial of self-realization.
Gets divorced with Dragon.
Oh my god.
Okay,
so-
or it's a prequel movie and we find out why he can fucking talk.
I would watch that.
No,
Well, other
but
animals
everything
talk in
talks.
that, so
Yeah,
that's kind of silly.
Not everything.
a
They're just
gingerbread
regular ass animals.
a
in
gingerbread
this
cookie
world.
talks.
Yeah, but like maybe he was a human before. Maybe he's just
Wait,
a
was
regular
it-
ass
was-
But
donkey.
the gingerbread man was already a fairy tale. Donkey.
There's-
Donkey's just donkey.
There
He's
is
just
there is a
donkey.
fairy tale
There's
that
no
relates
background.
to donkeys
But
somewhere.
Donkeys.
yeah,
Specifically.
I don't think
no,
it's that
there's
significant
the-
that he can talk.
Yeah.
This is actually specific.
I don't think they're gonna talk about that.
This is actually specific. Have y'all ever heard of like the Fables comics, where it's like Dark Horse or something like that? But they had like a video game series that was Telltale Games that like created it, and there is like a donkey hide in that game that basically makes you invisible, and it's based off of like an old world like fairy tale, which is like a real thing.
Let's go back to what y'all were saying, because I think we got some good ideas here. That I think we can combine your all's 2 ideas, that he gets divorced from Dragon and then he has to kind of find himself. So I'm thinking that this could be kind of
He
like
goes
a
back to his
rom-com thing
beginning.
Rom-com.
where he's trying to
With Dragon.
he's trying to find himself. He's tired of being the funny friend, okay?
Is
He
the-
wants his own adventure.
Is the dragon in that myth?
I think that the dragon is just like stereotypical.
Is it in the myth though?
Castle.
Answer the question.
And is it
No,
in love with the
okay.
donkey? Okay, yeah, okay. That's the biggest thing. I don't think
I
it's
would have
gonna
remembered that.
I think
happen. I don't know.
it could also be like a prequel. I want this donkey movie for some reason to be a rom-com really bad. For some reason, that's what I want it to be. And I think it could be like
If it was
him
rated
dating
R,
other random animals, because he's not into donkeys, so he's kind of exploring that part of himself. He dates a goat, and the goat has really bad habits at the house. The goat can't keep clean, or lives in a dirty ass house.
Just be eating trash.
Yeah, eats their own trash in their house. And Dongy's like, damn, Shawty, you live like this?
yeah,
I like
prequel.
prequel.
Prequel is the most likely, bro. It's gonna show his life.
Like how he got to
Shrek's
be...
friend or something.
Well, we know that part. That was in Shrek 1.
Yeah, thank you. But
Oh, shit,
it
it's
might be
hard.
interesting to see how he gets to that place. Like, what's Lord Farquaad City? What's that called?
Fuck.
Far, far away?
No, Duloc.
Duloc.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go.
How do y'all remember all this about Shrek?
Because
They watched it.
I've only seen it
Shrek
a
was
million
actually the VHS tape that went back and forth between my mom and dad's house. Because I was just crazy.
Yeah, I watched it.
I was like
many,
3
many
and
times.
obsessed.
Shrek's pretty good.
On, like,
but I
road
wouldn't watch it
trips.
many times.
My
Yeah.
grandparents had like a DVD player in their car. That was one of them.
You didn't have a movie growing up where you just played it over and over again
Yeah,
because
Emperor's-
kids just get fixated
That is
on
a
stupid
banger.
shit.
I
Emperor's
love that
New Groove.
movie.
That's a
Your
great
answer.
movie. I agree.
Have you seen that?
Of course I have. Are we acting like it's better than Shrek though? Are we acting like
It's up there.
Bruh.
it's not in the same conversation? to me.
Okay.
Get
Think
outta
about
here,
just
get
the
outta
first
here, bro.
Shrek versus Emperor's New Groove.
Huh?
Think about just the first Shrek versus Emperor's New Groove.
Shrek
Don't
is
think
clear.
about the rest of the
No
Shrek.
franchise.
Shrek is clear, isn't it? Is Shrek not clear of Emperor's New Groove? To show my bias, I didn't watch
appreciate-
Emperor's.
Most people would agree with you, I think, but I think it's wrong.
I think I appreciate
I
the
didn't-
humor of Emperor's New Groove
I would have to
more
disagree.
as an adult than the humor of Shrek.
They're
Also,
both
the fact
adult
that Shrek's been
humor.
memed too much.
I could see that.
To show my bias, I didn't watch Emperor's New Groove when I was like a young kid. I watched it like when I was maybe like 10, 11, which is definitely older than like the target audience for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have the same nostalgia as you all might have for it.
You said, what are you talking about? We watched it when it came out. We wouldn't have been able to what? I'm so confused.
Am I speaking fucking Chinese? Did you understand what the fuck I just said?
I think we're just zoned out, Louis.
Damn, you all just
No,
don't listen
no,
to me when
no.
I talk. Somebody's
No.
gotta talk, goddamn.
No.
It's a fucking podcast. You all can't just sit and look at me with your fucking dumbfounded stares while I try to make a joke about Shrek, okay?
Shrek's just as good.
I didn't watch Emperor's New Groove when I was like really young. I watched it when I was a little bit older, so I don't have the same nostalgia. That's what I was saying. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. See, Caroline gets what the fuck I be saying.
I don't agree, but I understand.
Fair enough. We're getting to a good length. We can wrap up.
Yeah, we
got any closing remarks?
We kind of fucking I'm not gonna lie. I dropped the ball in the last like 10 minutes.
Do you have closing remarks about Shrek?